I'm here at the Australian reveal of the all-new VW ID Buzz. Today we're going to have a quick walk around of the car. I'm going to show you everything that is new with this all-new VW bus, and we're going to be taking a look at how this pays homage to the old Combi van brand, which, as we all know and love, is a classic VW bus.
Before we continue though, big shout out to our channel sponsor, Driver. If I can get a word in. Driver is the absolute best place to finance your next car, whether it's new or used. They are a fintech startup and they are consumer focused. We love that here at Car Source. And for every settled loan, you will get a $150 fuel card. How good is that? So support the channel and get the absolute best financing deal for you. Just click the link in the description below or the pinned comment. Let's get back to the ID Buzz, huh? Yes.
Starting off at the front of the car, I guess you can see massive VW logo there. That definitely is a nod to the old Combi van for sure. I love this new light bar design. Definitely very futuristic, looks really cool. And these headlights actually wink at you when you unlock the car. I'll roll some footage now to show that off. Now, a couple of the guys from VW said something to me earlier today that kind of made me chuckle. And they said, this is the kind of car that makes you smile. And I didn't know what they were talking about at first, but just have a look at the front grille of this car. If that's not a cheeky grin, I don't know what is. Coming on to the rest of the design, I must say I love the two-tone design of this one. Now, we do have 12 different color combinations available for this car. I'm sure by the time we actually get this car in Australia, there'll be about 30 combinations, and I'm sure there'll be heaps of aftermarket options as well. But design is a massive factor when it comes to this new van. So let's take a look at the side. Now, coming to the side of the Volkswagen ID Buzz. First thing you'll notice is actually it's got a very steep sloping windscreen. Now, Volkswagen say that this actually has the drag coefficient of a car. They didn't specify which car. Another thing you'll notice is the absolutely massive 21-inch wheels. Now, the Cargo does come with steel wheels in the base model. This one, I believe, are 21-inch alloys. Now, there are over 7 different configurations of wheels that you can get on the Combi, going along with the theme of customizability that Volkswagen wants to give their Combi owners, or ID Buzz owners, sorry. All right, coming to the back of the ID Buzz, and my first impression was wow. So the passenger doors are electrically accessible and sliding, and so is the rear boot as well. So coming into the rear boot, let's take a look. Now, this car is actually quite compact in size. That being said though, it has an enormous cargo space, just under 4 cubic meters for the cargo. I think Volkswagen had a lot of fun designing this car. So I guess that's what Volkswagen is trying to pass on to their customer as well, is that this is a fun van, it's customizable, and you can use it for a wide range of use cases. All right, let's check out the inside. All right, so coming inside the new ID Buzz, and my first impression of this was mixed. So every material inside this cabin is completely recycled. So my first thought would be, it's gonna feel kind of crap. But actually, when you come inside, the steering wheel feels luxurious. The seats are actually surprisingly comfortable. Completely adjustable in terms of leg support, electrically adjustable, lumbar support, etc., etc. This car is going to be very comfortable for long road trips for sure. But then we start to come to some of the other materials in the cabin, and I feel like the quality starts to decrease a little bit. Now, Volkswagen haven't announced any prices for the ID Buzz. However, there is some speculation that this could be priced at around $100,000. Obviously, a full review is going to come in the future on the channel, and we will discuss things like pricing, value, and different trim levels then. But for now, my first impression of the cabin is really good, though I do hope that when this car does come to Australia in probably mid-2024, we have some options in terms of customization of the interior. I have got 2 digital screens in front of me, one for my drive selector, and obviously odometer, speedometer, everything like that, and my entire infotainment screen as well. Now, we also have a Hello ID system, and it talks to me on the screen and through a little light here as well. Now, these are always a lot of fun to play around with, though personally, in a real use case, I find myself just using the screen a lot more often than that. So it's going to be a cool feature to show your friends, though I don't actually think you're going to use it that often. Now, additionally, between the 2 front seats, we have a center console storage. Now, obviously this being based on the MEB platform, the electric vehicle platform, we have plenty of room. There's no transmission shaft that runs through the car. And we get this entire thing. Now this actually, with the press of a button, is removable. I don't know why, but it's kind of cool. Now, a couple of extra Easter eggs, just like the Combi vans at the back there. We get an ice crusher, which has like a little snowflake symbol on it. And we also get a bottle opener as well with a caps embossed on there. So obviously Volkswagen having a lot of fun here with the design of this car. Let's check out the back seats. Now, coming to the back seat of the ID Buzz. That's actually a lot of fun. I kind of just grabbed onto the little handle there and swung myself in like Tarzan. Anyway, as you can tell, it's not scripted. Anyway, I feel like I'm sitting in business class in like a really nice airline because I've got my tray table that I can stow away when we're landing. It does feel a little cheap and plasticky, but I like the concept anyway. Folding that down, we've got quite a decent amount of legroom sitting right behind myself. Now this does have comfort access. So when I pull the door handle at the front, this seat goes backwards. So my actual seating position is a lot more forward. And obviously being quite a long wheelbase car, I have plenty of legroom and an enormous amount of headroom. So room in the back is not a problem. Now, Volkswagen do say that this will be coming in a 7-seater option. That's in the future. We don't have a date yet for that. But when it does come out, there will be no center seat here, and instead the 3 seats will be in the 3rd row. So that will be even nicer. Additionally, in the back, I have a couple of seat pockets here, so practicality is pretty good. I've got an additional storage area down there, and the same recycled materials continue to the back here. Now, Volkswagen have, in this and the Cargo, not used any single animal products in this car. It is a completely 100% vegan car. That's pretty cool. Additionally, if I slide close the door, I have a USB-C port there, and I didn't mention I have 2 USB-C ports up next to the driver, a USB-C port in every single door. So that is actually 5 total USB-C ports. Now, Volkswagen claimed that there would be 6, and no one has found the 6th. So I leave that as a challenge for you, the viewer. All right, real quick. I'm sitting in the middle seat of the ID Buzz Cargo, and I have to say, this is super cool. So this also doesn't use any animal materials, but the materials used in this cabin are completely different. So obviously the innovation and engineering gone into these cars is quite a lot. I also have to say, I really like the all black interior. I think for a lot of like younger families especially, getting the all black interior is probably the way to go, and I'd recommend it on the ID Buzz. I'm actually sitting currently in the cargo section of the ID Buzz Cargo, and I want you to go ahead and subscribe to this channel. All right, let's continue with the rest of the video. I reckon we're gonna see a lot of these cars on the road from 2024 onwards. So from what Volkswagen have been saying, it's gonna be an extremely customizable commercial vehicle, and I think we're gonna see these absolutely everywhere. This is the future of commercial vans, I believe. With all the 30+ driver assistance features that this has and the ID Buzz passenger vehicle as well, I think it's gonna be a bit of a no-brainer for businesses to go ahead and make the switch to an electric van. Now, I'm a big fan of the Volkswagen ID Buzz, mostly because I think Volkswagen is just having a lot of fun with the design of this car. It's already been very well received in Europe, winning multiple Car of the Year awards in Germany and Ireland, and time will tell how it's received by the Australian market. So for now, all we can do is look at it and go, that's pretty cool, and I can't wait to drive it. Anyway, let me know what you think of the new Volkswagen ID Buzz. I'm very excited to hear what you have to say, and as always, we'll catch you in the next video. Ciao for now.